Thank you. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to A Bass Guy Show. Please stop. Do like Dave Letterman. Anyways, that didn't work. Larry! 1 second. Larry! How's it going, everybody? Welcome to A Bass Guy Show, episode 1607. Welcome to Quebec Buff in Quebec. Hello to M and Wanda, James Morrison, who used to watch from high school, but he's now 58 years old with a mortgage. Hello to Sky of the Universe. Happy Ramadan. That's right. I'm making a new. I'm on my third rap song in 2.5 weeks. I'm making an album, and I talk about social media in my new song and about how we exploit every single day. Although that's an actual real day. So, welcome to the show. So now let's introduce the show like we're depressed and sad and everything sucks. Hello. My name is Austin Fish, and I'm all alone in a room with lots of equipment, and I have no friends. I have fake sound effects. This is what it's like without any music or sound effects. Here's what it's like with sound effects that might be appropriate to this situation. So I'm operating all the music and all the sound effects, doing all the cameras, playing the music, washing the dishes with my feet, and I'm looking into the microphone right inside of my face, and it's kind of bothering me. So is Frankie going to be making an appearance with a username that someone wrote to get attention? Yes, Frankie will be calling Frankie at 10:45. At 10:45. But since you asked, username Trumpy, yes, this is actually episode 1607. And today is a special day on the show because we're celebrating 15 years that I left home and 15 years that I've been back. So it's the equilibrium. Thank you, Trumpy, for asking about how I'm doing and what my show's about, and coming into my living room and saying, "Where's Frankie?" with a username to get attention. I love the internet. So today is on 2010, I landed back in Canada after 15 years away. I spent 7 years in Tibet and all that kind of stuff. I actually lived in Scotland on and off for 15 years. And I was in India, Kazakhstan, Poland, Germany, France, Switzerland, Ireland. Kazakhstan was the farthest east I went. I went to Kazakhstan airport, Almaty, and there was one metal detector, and beside the metal detector there was two little dogs humping each other. We're watching footage of Sky of the Universe at Nuit Blanche last year, with permission, of course, because that's what the internet is. Social media is a place where people express their individual creativity and uniqueness through other people's stolen artwork, quotations, and work, basically. They use other people's stuff that they made to show how unique they are. That's social media. There's Sky the Universe right there, ladies and gentlemen. He's on the board with us as well. I can never get to the right situation here. So welcome to the chat board. When Frankie comes on at 10:45, please have some questions for him other than, do this, do that, do a tornado siren, say my name, look at me. Try to think outside of your selfish, asshole, ego, narcissistic behavior and think of some creative questions. See, that's the thing in the world right now, is that there's creators, there's makers and takers. Which one are you? Most people just take things. I'll just take Netflix, I'll just take Spotify, I'll just take that car, I'll just take some McDonald's, I'll just take Frankie McDonald, I'll just take this YouTube channel, I'll just take that. What are you doing? If we look on the wall, we have Quebec Buff, and Quebec Buff is an amazing YouTuber and works really hard, is into SLR, single, it's a kinky club, SLR. No, it's a single reflex photography. He's got a digital SLR, and he does fire stations all around Montreal and things like that, as does Sky of the Universe. Goes out every day after work. He works 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, and has 10,000 subscribers, and goes out every day and makes videos and takes requests and does things. We have the goldfish on the wall today for no reason at all. And so, yeah, thank you for asking, Trumpy, about what the show's about today. I was away for 15 years, and I've come back, and I've been back for 15 years, so it's the equilibrium point. So I thought today there's a few things I want to cover. Miami Christine is one of the biggest supporters. Sometimes the show does well. Once they drove a brand new car on my front lawn. I've had no help from where I live in my own town, almost no help. There's one or two. There's Jimmy Nairn and one or two people like Matt and, a handful of friends. But most of the help has come from America and from Europe. And because if you're weird and do something different, then you're, ostracized and doesn't matter and whatever. But there are amazing people like Miami Christine and Silver Serpent, but sometimes, like the last 2 or 3 weeks, we made $4, and those $4 came from Slovakia every time. So thank you, Slovakia. I do have a dry mouth, so my speech is a bit messy sometimes. I have to keep drinking. I got soda water in here. I'm on pain medication for the last 15, 16, 17 years. I have spinal damage. I've been through a rough time lately. My little brother died, and my 2 other brothers died, so I had 3 brothers that died in a row. And I have spinal damage, and I make my own show, and I avoid the discrimination and ostracization and narcissism in my own town, and I do my own thing, and this is my show, and I'm just always here. People come and go, but this is episode 1607 today. And I've been back home for 15 fucking years. So, yay. He swore! Sorry about that. So James Morrison, thank you for checking in with me, making sure I'm okay. It's hard for me to read the comments. I can't really see them well. Oh yeah, another thing that happened to me this year or last year is I got flooded, as in totally flooded. I made a new rap song called... Less is Poor. It's brand new. It's out on my website, bassguyshow.com or jackcasey.bandcamp.com. I don't want to boast, but it has over 7 listens so far. Gee. That's right. And I explain. So what I'm doing now is I've done it before. I'm not just like, I'll be like an imposter syndrome. I'll just be a rapper now. I've been heavily into Redman and Run DMC and breakdancing. Velcro, who used to be on this show, he passed away, my best friend. Used to do sound for everybody in town for free and couldn't even get a Coca-Cola from the person that would use him all the time. That's another story. And I was in a breakdancing video with Velcro, and he used to call into the show. This show has gone as... My little brother was on the show all the time. He'd call in from up a ladder in Scotland. We have Stefan in Slovakia. We have Frankie McDonald in Nova Scotia, who we went to see. The bass gang used to all hang out here. And until people realized that, like, my opinion might be different from theirs, and that's not acceptable. Oh my God, someone else thinks differently from me and believes in different politics and idealism. Oh my God, you have your own opinion. I'm gonna go away from you now forever. But before then, They drove a car on the lawn and they're supportive, and there's a few still around like Silver Serpent and stuff like that. So drummer Corey, cool pad or studio, whatever. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment, one bedroom apartment. I live in a tiny apartment, and that's what I was getting into, is that I consume next to nothing. I don't have a washing machine. I don't have a microwave. I've never used air conditioning in my life. I don't have a television other than the computers here. I sleep on the floor on a mat that I roll up like the Japanese do. I have a little straw thing, expensive. It folds out, it's nice. I have nothing except the studio, and my studio, which I only use on Fridays. My whole life is dedicated to entertaining strangers for free, and it's always about the same 3 or 4 people in a kind of weird loop that help. And sometimes weeks can go by, and I say go to bassguyshow.com. You can, if you purchase a gift for the show, like something like why, like people don't understand. Sorry to talk so much, but that's what today's show is. We're just talking and hanging out. And I promised a good supporter of the show, Mammy Christine, that I'm going to play a bit, and I'm going to show how the studio works and how we do things. But then what's going to really happen is Frankie will call, and everyone will just be Frankie, and Sky of the Universe in Slovakia, and we'll talk about sandwiches and all that annoying stuff that I do, like playing bass guitar and my life story and my brother's dying and flooding and all that shit. That doesn't fucking matter, right? What matters is you and sandwiches and what you had for lunch and social media and posting everything. Hey, did you guys see the news about Trump and Zelensky? Hey, did you guys hear about the bird flu? Hey, did you guys know about this? Hey, everybody, let's all on the first day of the year join a Facebook group, and we'll all go running in our yoga pants together around the village. Those are all true stories. Sorry, I'm being an asshole. So sometimes I don't know what I'm doing because I can do a whole bunch of things. I'm actually a guitar player. I'm a fretless bass player. I play the bass. And so the walls like, where's Frankie? I had a tuna sandwich for lunch. Do this, do that. Where's this? Here's a picture of a kitten or a sunset with a quotation from fucking Churchill or some bullshit on it. Never, what kind of bass strings do you use, Jack? Who are your favorite bass player? Oh, you like Jaco Pastorius and Alain Caron and Wojtek Piliowski? Oh, I love that bass player from Poland. So what I'm saying is, I think what's happening to social media is people come on to anywhere and they talk about themselves and how they can make it about themselves and what I ate for lunch and what I'm having. Like if you go to a channel and the guy is into trains and model train sets, you're not going to go in there and say, where's Frankie? I just had a tuna sandwich melt, and then leave. But that's basically what my show is in a nutshell. But I want to shout out to the people that always watch my show, and I'm talking 11 years. We've been doing this bullshit for 11 years, and people have been burnt on this show. We've had people die, come and go, hook up, all that kind of stuff. Sky of the Universe has been here forever. We have Scarborough from Ontario and M, who's really into the show, and drummer Corey, cool pad or studio or whatever. So anyways, I'm heavering shite, talking way too much. It's Nuit Blanche. We're looking at videos right now of Nuit Blanche, which means the metro is open usually it closes at 11. I have to talk. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? That's the thing about jazz and music. It used to be enough. There was nothing. There was fucking nothing, man. It was like this. That's what it looked like. And you close your eyes and you listen to music and you go, oh yeah, I wonder what kind of tuba that is. I wonder who produced this. No, it's not. Now you watch music as you consume it without paying for it for free and not knowing anything about it. So I used to play bass. I used to. I play drums and bass and guitar, and that's what I want my show to be about. But when I do that, no one watches. But when I put lots of camera angles and talk bullshit and put Frankie on and make it Sandwich Tuna Fish Week or whatever, then people watch. So it's pretty sad. So I'm going to shut the fuck up now. Sorry for swearing, but I do. We're going to look at stuff over the last 15 years. So where my brother Tom and I used to live in Dunning, Scotland, it's kind of like Lord of the Rings. You can Google it. It's a place called Dunning, Dunning. And it's a beautiful little village of like, it feels like 200 people, but there's about 1,000, maybe more now, 2,000. It's a little wee village, and in between some of the farmland, there's a wee den. An den means a stream, so it's like a gorge between farms, and it's open to the public. A lord owns it, and you can go in there. We used to camp there even in the winter, and I went there back in, this is 15 years ago. This is exactly 15 and a half, 16 years ago. I made this video for my father because he was dying and he was ill, and I made him a video of the burn where we used to all hang out. Beautiful, Lord of the Rings, absolutely beautiful nature. And we used to hang out here and camp here and go for walks here, and everything was normal. And then next thing you know, everyone's dead and life has just gone by, and fucking Donald Duck's the president of the universe. So here's the first video to celebrate 15 years away, 15 years back home. The idiot's journey. So rather than just listen to water, what we're going to do is we're going to listen to a brand new song that I made. I don't usually, this is the thing too, I can't make music because I'm always doing the show. Sorry for being bitter and whatever, but this shit's fucking true. So I never make music anymore because my whole life, my whole little apartment, everything is set up to do this show once a week, and I've done 1,607 shows, and to record I have to set everything up differently. But I've been working 15 hours a day for the last 3 weeks making new songs, and here's a brand new song I made and released 2 days ago, and it's called Less is Poor, and it's about climate change and about people that I see everywhere. Hope you enjoy. Thank you for your time. If you like music and you want to support independent fucking assholes like me, you can visit my website at bassguyshow.com. Thank you. Bass Guy loves you, no fear. Larry, let's do this.
Fuck you, asshole.
Get my slippers and turn on all... Okay, Larry, let's do this.
Fuck you, asshole.
Get my slippers and turn on all 4 toasters.
I made you a coffee.
Did you know that Billy D has over 15 subscribers? My name is Jack, I'm the opposite of whack. I like to rap, and how about that? My mama thinks I'm cuckoo and my dad thinks I'm lame. I said, people think of me all the same. I went to school and I acted like a fool. I got a bad grade, so they treat me like a maid. I said, hickory dickory dickory dock, you can suck my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here's a little neat story about hypocrisy. Should be obvious, but people seem blind to me. You see, the more you use and own, you think my point would be shown. Climate change is fucking real in here, and the real reason why is super fucking near. So close, in fact, I gave away my mirror. Introspection tends to be done as a senior. Big house, 2 cars, 2 TVs, and 2 toilets. Oh no, the inconvenient truth is he unfoils it. Tough shit, my apartment just got flooded. All my shit totally got fucked and mudded. You hear it creep up on the news more often, but those with lower income are fucked and forgotten. Funny, eh? How those who pollute less are punished first, but those with the smallest carbon footprint get it the worst. But those with plenty more are rewarded. This is why my stupid fucking song is being recorded. To get my point out on my zero emission platform. Owning tons of dumb useless shit is the new norm. The superficial artificial things for yourself. Society kisses ass and looks up to wealth. Dwell in a huge box, slick wheels and much more. Post it all online like a social media whore. If you have money and own lots of shit, you get rewarded for being a fucking twit. But if you use less, own little, and go zen, you end up fucked writing dumb songs with a pen. Syllabus for narcissism comes to mind. All the words and terms on how not to be kind. Kind to the earth, environment, and the bees. All I can see is 7,000 cars and like 17 trees.
Larry's.
The poor use less, are looked down on. The rich use more, there's something wrong. My shit and waste 99% less. Climate change comes from, let's all guess. Haven't used everything, it's really cool. Use less, have little, I'm the fool. Own tons of shit with zero shame. Then we call people with less insane. I say the word poor in quotes, but really it just means using less, so take notes. You get your respect and stuff from things. I seek mine with music with wings. Some people, I never see them out of their fucking car. It's like part of their clothing, rubber to the tar. Mac and cheese, drive through supersize me. Then at night, it's a Save the Whales Netflix documentary. Being educated only makes it worse. You know exactly what you're doing is your curse. Isolated from the rest of the earth, this West End fantasy gives birth to a mental state of living by taking, having, and using everything instead of giving life to nature and to this place, learning from the beautiful animals with real grace. I don't have a car, kids, or a house. I live a simple, quiet life like a little fucking mouse. I use and consume next to nothing, but I'm the one that endures the flooding. I don't have a TV and I never use AC. While you keep cool in your place, it heats up the whole fucking planet. G. I never owned a microwave and I don't even have a fucking washing machine. I'm like the goddamn fucking Pope of going green.
Oh, he just offended me and said something mean.
You're offended while you hoard everything, yet this fails to be seen. I walk, take the bus, and use the train. Carrying my apples with spinal damage is pain. How come I can use public transport with nerve damage, but most of you fucks without your precious cars can't even seem to manage? Then my town loses its only food store. The local inconvenience store is only using the railway away. How hardcore. Perhaps it's a sneaky way of getting rid of the poor people like me, so the value of your property goes up in the community. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me on my journey. Fuck, I hate that word, journey. Worst word ever. The poor use less, are looked down on. The rich use more, there's something wrong. My shit and waste 99% less. Climate change comes from, let's all guess. Haven't used everything, it's really cool. Use less, have little, I'm the fool. Own tons of shit with zero shame. Then we call people with less insane. It's like your fucking car and phone is glued to the hip. Can't go anywhere without it. This addiction you have to stuff and things is the same real reason climate change sings. Social media lets you slut it out. The addiction to validation and approval. Operation Let's Get Rid of the Poor People removal. As your notifications go bing, pop, buzz. Like a monkey they train you, their plan was. I clean, fix, repair, and sew all the second-hand shit that I cherish. All my work in vain as the rich overconsume, we slowly perish. Like a fucking frog in boiling water. Endless entertainment, overconsumption, eat, beef, and slaughter. Weapons of mass distraction make you void of any accountability. You see, endless scrolling makes your brain super silly. Music used to be sacred with the soul. Now it's just entertainment to be consumed in the background with popcorn in a bowl. Smart enough to run the machines, yet not question much. Easy to control us after work, you can consume more with one click, one touch. Perhaps a trip to some overused exotic beach. A flight to a fake resort that happens to have everything at home, but in closer reach. Your carbon footprint is bigger than Ron Jeremy's dick. Shut the fuck up, Jack. Your song spoils the party, spoils the trick. What? A trick that telling the truth sucks ass? That owning and using tons of useless shit is crass? As every single student has a car to go to class? As I open my window and literally inhale your toxic gas? As you shoot your mouth off about toxic masculinity? Hey Larry, pass me your fucking flask of gin to me. Fuck this bullshit, I'm pointing out obvious facts. That your overconsumption fucks up my air due to your literal acts. But back to my point that always gets overlooked. Something that everybody seems fucked in the head. Hooked. Use as much of and everything you like, not knowing where it comes from or goes. A hole in the dike. A dike that's bursting at the seams. For your stupid fucking mansion and your stupid fucking dreams. Hooked to superficial stuff and things in life. I'm not innocent, but my bigger efforts go in strife. If you own tons of shit, hoard money and wealth, you get rewarded, looked up to, and you drive by electric and silent stealth. And if you're poor, use next to nothing, walk, take the bus and shop block. You get scolded, punished, and made to suffer and suck life's cock. You're in the fucking way, looked down at, punished and shamed. But really, it's overlooked helping to reduce, as I explained. Eat the rich? I'd eat the rich, but they're tasteless. Drive your car. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you have little and you use little, you get looked down on despite actually polluting less. But if you have more and you're rich, you get rewarded and you're looked up to, despite the fact that you're literally contributing directly to pollution and climate change more. It's all backwards. So if it's actually the poor that are heroes, then who are the zeros?
Thank you for calling the Bass Guy Shoe Help Desk. For information on the Bass Guy, please press 1. You have pressed the number 2. Please press 1. You have pressed the number 2 again. For your insolence, you will now have to babysit all of middle-class Batman's children. We at the Bass Guy Shoe hope you have renter's insurance. Thank you for calling the Bass Guy Shoe Help Desk. Bass Guy loves you, no fear.
Hey, does your brain hurt? Does it feel itchy? And perhaps you need Bubusol. Ideal new product for itchy hurting brains. Available.
So it's my own fault, but I get all cranky because, well, we're short for time. I have an appointment with Frankie and Stefan in Slovakia, and I said I'd call, but it's always like that for like 1,600 shows. I'm just starting the music and I have to stop. But I don't have to do anything, but I have to stop. Waffle Boy, the frustration in my voice and my comments comes from reality. It's Banksy said it best, the artist Banksy, that he thinks that you should be able to have a conversation with the reality in front of you. So that's what I'm doing. But we all seem to play this fantasy game of just like, you know, tapping each other on the back and saying great job, and no one actually saying the fucking truth. I'm glad you're digging it. I'm just jamming, having a bit of fun. There's too much going on. I'm trying to show videos. Frankie's calling, blah, blah, blah. I wish I could just relax and, you know. When I have to involve, when the audience becomes, that's the thing with social media. You used to go see a band. The audience would support the band and buy the album and get tickets and go see the band and then wait 3 hours to get an autograph and all that bullshit. We all did it if you're my age. But now, the audience is the main attraction. And you need to make everything relatable, because if it's not relatable, then it's not good. String theory, physics, quantum physics, all that, it's not relatable, so it must be stupid, right? All that dumb stuff. I made an agreement with Frankie that I would call him and not the other way around, but that agreement has been broken about 17 times, so. Now I'll call him. He just hung up. Yeah, I'm bitter and pissed off. I have spinal damage. All my brothers are dead, and I made $4 fucking in the last 3 weeks, so everyone can suck my cock. I fucking hate social media and people. I love Frankie, though, and Sky the Universe and Waffle Boy and whoever, so. See, this is what social media is. He calls me when he's not supposed to. He hangs up. I call him. He doesn't answer. And this is where we are. I'm a good host, eh? Oh, by the way, Skype is closing, and that's the first thing Frankie will probably talk about.
Social media is.
Frankie, how's it going?
I'm B-side.
Thank you for turning your phone sideways. I can see you. How you doing, Frankie? Great. Thank you for calling into the show. What's the weather in your area?
It's windy and cold outside. It was raining outside earlier today in my hometown of Sydney, Nova Scotia. Skype is shutting down in early May.
That's right. We got the news from Sky and yourself that Skype is closing. Frankie, I've been using Skype since it opened. When did it start, Skype?
It's back in early 2000s.
2003 or something like that. And every call, we've had maybe 300 or 400 different characters call in the show over the last 11 years. And
there's a lot of other podcasters doing their own shows on StreamYard out there.
Okay, well, bada bing, bada boom.
There's another guy doing the podcast, Roger Gardner, a.k.a. Roger the Wild Show. He does his podcast on StreamYard.
That means we're never going to hear doom, 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 doom. Can you do the Skype phone call?
Once in a while, Jason Marshall, we don't have cookies, podcast host uses Restream.
Frankie, can you do an impression of the Skype phone call ringing tone?
Da, 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 da.
Frankie, that was spot on, man. You're good at that. You're good at impressions. What other...
When a guy was driving 300 kilometers per hour down on Highway 20 in Quebec, east of Montreal.
Did you see how fast that guy was driving, Frankie?
300 kilometers per hour. Please pull him over and say,
Sir, do you think this is Germany? Do you think this is the Autobahn? Do you know where you are? Do you have a license?
I'm in Quebec. It's not the Autobahn.
Okay, well, sir, put your hands behind your back. You're coming with me. You're under arrest.
What does that mean?
You know what it is, Frankie? I'm so tired. I've been making a new album, working 18 hours a day for 3 weeks, and then I do my show, and I can't even see the microphone in front of me. I'm tired, man. I'm fucking tired, dude. What do you do when you're tired, Frankie?
I have an knack for things like this. That means I was on and did you hear about this? Roger the Wild Show does his podcast on StreamYard. Anthony Rogers does his podcast on StreamYard. Gino Piscante, Chrissy Mayer, and Xia Anders and all those people, they do their podcast on StreamYard. Jason Marshall does his podcast on Restream sometimes.
We have Ryan Hector saying, "Good evening, Frankie. How are you doing?" from Ryan.
Hi, Ryan. I'm doing great so far.
Jesse James is saying, "Frankie is the sheriff of Sydney." Is that true?
No, not true.
Are you the sheriff in town?
No, not true.
You're not dealing drugs on the street, are you, Frankie?
No.
And sometimes people say that the earthquake and stuff was your fault. Is that true?
Not true either.
People make up stuff on the internet, eh?
They make up stuff and things like this.
Could you say hello to our friend Waffle Boy?
Hi, Waffle Boy. I'm doing great so far. Stevan's working tonight.
Yeah, we're going to call him in a minute. I just wanted to talk to you first, Frankie.
Just imagine a guy was driving a... Just imagine when a guy was driving a bicycle doing stunts and if he crashes, what does that mean? Just imagine at the doing the bikes, the motorcycle stunts at the monster trucks. What happens if he crashes?
He go, oh no, I hurt my knee. I'll have to go to the doctor. He goes, goes to the hospital. What does the doctor say?
Doctor?
Doctor, can you help me? I got a busted up knee.
Doctor's like, throw him in the garbage.
I put him in the garbage. I just don't have enough time. So the doctor throws the guy in the garbage, and then the police show up and go, sir, are you the doctor at the hospital?
Yeah.
Did you throw the patient in the garbage?
Yeah.
Why did you do that, sir?
I'm just too busy.
Put your hands behind your back. You're coming with me.
Just imagine somebody turned to host in a nightclub. What does that mean? When a guy comes home and say, there's a bouncer at the door.
I should make a song that just goes, There's a bouncer at the door. He goes, sir, can I see some ID to get into the house? He's like, I live here. He's like, why? There's kids on the lawn. They're smoking cigarettes and drinking Molson mini beers, Frankie.
Then the police show up will say,
he knocks on the door. Sir, are you the owner of this house?
yes.
Is this a residential or commercial area?
Residential.
Do you have a permit for this, sir?
No.
Put your hands behind your back. You're coming with me.
When a guy wakes up the next morning, he'll say,
son, your father spent all the family's money. He turned our house into a nightclub. He painted all the walls black, a disco ball and music. Son, your father and I are getting
divorce.
So these are some of classic Frankie McDonald jokes that we've developed here on a Bass Guy show over the last 27 years. You're going to go on a world tour. Will you use these jokes, Frankie?
Yes, and did you hear about this? Just imagine another guy laying in the airplane down the main street. That means landed in the airplane. The police will show up and say, it's a big airplane. The police will say.
So, sir, did you just land your airplane in the middle of the street?
It's a mini airplane.
Are you frickin' crazy, sir? Do you have a permit to land on the street?
He'd be going to the mental hospital.
Yeah, he'll be going to the mental hospital, that's for sure. It's not funny.
What?
So could you say hi to James Morrison?
Hi, James Versa.
James Morrison. James used to call from high school on a Bass Guy show.
I'm doing great so far. The guy
Frankie,
with the straight jacket because the guy laying the plane on the street.
He's going to be in this is the sound of inside his brain. Frankie,
the guy driving a monster truck down the street. What does that mean?
He's driving a huge monster truck down the street. It means he's very insecure. He has a small unit, and he has to overcompensate for it.
The police will say,
sir, do you have a small unit and are overcompensating for life by having a big truck? Do you have a license for this monster?
I'm just driving a monster truck for something to do down the street.
It's not up to code and regulations. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest, sir. Everybody goes to jail, Frankie.
And did you hear about this? That means one leader is mad at the leader earlier today, and they threw him out.
Yeah, they said, hey, you can't. They should have thrown. They put him in the garbage, basically, right? They threw him in the garbage. The guy, the Donald Duck guy, the master of the universe, he threw the guy in the garbage.
That guy, that president, threw the president of one of the foreign countries out the window.
And everybody's talking about the same thing at the same time on social media, all at the same time, all the time, the same topic. Nobody has anything different to say or think or what. Anyway, yeah. Oh, man.
And did you hear about this? Extreme meteorologists will be chasing tornadoes soon.
Well, throw them in the garbage. Frankie, today we're celebrating something. We're having an anniversary. What is the anniversary?
That means when you left Scotland and moved to Quebec.
Yeah, it's like the idiot's journey. I went away for 15 years. I went to Kazakhstan. I hung out with Borat. I came back, and now I'm home for the same amount of time. So, oh yeah, Frankie, you tell us the weather, and I'll go get. I'm going to go call our friend Slovakia.
It's raining outside in Vancouver, British Columbia a lot. There's a cyclone Alfred could be heading towards Queensland, Australia next week.
Okay, so I'm going to make a quick call to a little place
Yeah.
called Hotel Stashtichka. And this is you know why Skype is closing? Because it sucks. We're going to call Hotel Stashtichka.
That means you can do it on StreamYard.
Yeah, or something else. We're just going to use WhatsApp, I think, as everyone was the word on the street. But I hate the internet. I hate
You can
people.
use Restream just like Jason Marshall does.
Yeah. Okay, so we're back. We're in business. We're calling Hotel Stashtichka in Slovakia live right now. We have Frankie McDonald live on the streets of Sydney. Where are you right now, Frankie?
I'm doing great over. Bass Guy, you can use Restream to do a Bass Guy show. Once Skype closes, you can use Restream just like Jason Marshall.
Hey, Stefan in Slovakia.
Hi guys.
How's it going, Stefan? Introduce yourself.
I'm at the night shift again. I'm browsing some MP3 songs. I'm listening to the song made by Campbell, Would You Go to Bed With Me?
You really like that song where she's like,
cool.
"Hey, you're
It's
such a
cool.
good-looking guy. You maybe want to go to bed with me?" Is that like a 1990s song, right?
Yes, it's 90s song. Yes, 90s. Yes.
So we have some trolls here. We have Sky of the Universe. So I was trying to say, but I couldn't say, Frankie, that today is a very special holiday in Montreal. Can you tell us what it is, Stefan, in Slovakia?
Where in Canada or where?
Yeah, in Montreal tonight we have a festival to do with night and lights.
It's perfect.
It's
That's
called Nuit Blanche, and it's where
Yes.
the whole city, everyone participates. Like all the museums are open all night till like 3, 4, 5 in the morning. All the metros are open, and they put white lights and lights everywhere, so the whole city becomes lit.
It's amazing. Is it to celebrate spring coming or why is the celebration?
I think it's just another gimmick to get through the hell that is the Arctic tundra
Yes.
of cold. We've had minus 27 degrees for the last
No
3 months.
kidding. No kidding, man.
So Stefan in Slovakia, Frankie, are you having fun?
Yes, I'm having fun. In my area, daylight savings time starts next on March 8th and March 9th in North America. Then on March 29th and March 30th, daylight savings time starts in Europe.
So this is the internet. Welcome to it. I'm going to hand the show over to Frankie and Stefan.
Frankie, how are you today?
It's over. My daylight savings time begins on March 8th and the 9th.
That's perfect. That's amazing. And mine start. Yes.
It's under construction right now in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Then on March 29th and March 30th, your daylight savings time begins.
Yes, that's amazing, Frankie.
Your daylight savings time starts in the end of this month in the end of this month in your area.
That's amazing, Frankie.
Hey guys, it's March in my area right now.
Yes. And you have night. Where are you? Are you downtown or where are you?
Me when he's not supposed to.
It's cold outside in Sydney, Nova Scotia as for right now.
Yeah, then are you downtown or where are you? In the old city or?
Nova Scotia right now.
Yes, perfect, Frankie, perfect.
I'm down on Charlotte Street in Sydney, Nova Scotia as for right now.
Yes, and I can see it's dark outside. Pretty soon we are having daybreak. Yeah.
Things are going great so far. It was warm earlier. It turned cold.
Yeah, and you are having midnight pretty soon.
And that means it turned pretty cold in my hometown of Sydney, Nova Scotia.
Yes, you are the lucky one. You have a very cold weather. That's amazing, bro.
That means your daylight savings time begins on March 29th and March 30th.
Yeah, let everybody, let's the BG show. Let's do this. We can make it. We can do it. Let's
So
support
I'm
BG.
back now.
Let's
I'm back.
support BG.
I'm
I'm
back
good.
now, Stefan, and interrupting
in
cow.
May.
Knock
Once
knock.
you can do restream Bass Guy.
Knock knock.
Knock, knock.
Interrupting cow. I'm back as a new character, and my character now is cool guy. I'm too cool to care, and I don't really want to say anything, so I don't.
Yes,
care.
I don't care. I don't care either, because when I see what's been happening in the US and Ukraine, I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
Then why did you mention it?
Yeah, because I don't want to have a stroke or anything like that.
Yeah, you don't want to harbor resentment
Guy,
or
I'm showing you a
frustration.
girl in Drayton, Sydney.
Does Frankie love the cold?
Frankie called.
We're looking at Charlotte Street right now. Say something, Frankie, so we can see your camera.
That means that Jason Marshall is another. Sometimes he uses restream.
Yeah, I've seen that before. I've done everything and I don't care, and I've left all social media and I don't do anything anymore, and I don't like people and I hate everything.
You can get
I'm an
connected
empty dead vessel,
on the
just
StreamYard.
zombieing the earth while I watch people driving in cars. I've seen, you know, Stefan, I've seen people in bulldozers digging up roads while the kids are playing on the streets and they're looking at their mobile phones while I see people drive by in brand new Teslas that are 17-year-old kids in Teslas looking at their phones driving through stop signs. That's what's happening. And I'm the fucking asshole for talking about it.
Yeah, we are in the same boat, Bridget. I was driving today to work, to the daily shift, and I was looking at the young people, and all of them were looking into their smartphones. That's funny.
Yeah, like literally you just look out the window, because I'm at street level, and there's people driving by in brand new cars that they never earned and didn't work for, and they're like 18 years old in a fucking $80,000 car, never worked a day in their lives, getting a free education, and they're driving through the fucking stop sign looking at their phone. There's like 27 things there that I can't stand about them. Like, have you ever heard of the poet Charles Lebowski?
Yeah.
Have you heard of
all over the world, every country in the world, even third world countries in Africa?
So I'm feeling kind of Charles Lebowski today, but that's okay. I still like the birds and the trees, and like when you speak to an individual, they're great. The universe is in their eyes and they smile, and evolution is incredible. Life is so precious and beautiful, and we just shit all over it. It's a really neat, fun adventure. And then interrupt each other and don't listen.
And you know what? The biggest news now is that in elementary schools they are not able to use their smartphones. Our kids in first, second, and third grade.
Well,
and I
good.
think in Norway or somewhere like Denmark probably, they are going to forbid smartphone on schools.
We used to just go outside and play with a stick. We'd get a stick and we'd hit you in the face with it, and that was our fun.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We were like acting like soldiers. We were fighting against each other.
Hello to all. I'd like to say,
hockey.
Stefan, I know you know what I'm talking about. I want to say hello to all the people that watch the show in stealth mode, where they don't sign in and they just watch. They never contribute, say anything, help or support. But over and over again, let's go see what Jack's doing. Maybe he'll fuck up, you know. Maybe he's not in a good state. Let's just watch him and see what he's doing.
That's so stupid. Yeah, people should support you. You are a good guy, BG. You are a very good guy.
No, I'm a cool guy. I don't care, man. I don't care what you think about me, man.
I know.
I'm too cool.
I'm phlegmatic too nowadays, but when I'm sick, I am not phlegmatic. I am like
I'm just
emotional.
tired, Stefan. I'm just tired, so I'm cranky. I'm grumble pants tonight. We have Ryan Hector saying this is going to be my first time going to Nuit Blanche, Jack. It's going to be a fun experience. So Ryan's going out tonight or tomorrow to Nuit Blanche, and you go outside and everyone's outside and there's hot chocolate and dancing music, and there's a metro train that goes by, and it's a mystery train, and it's full of music and colors and lights. And Frankie, what kind of festivals do you have in the winter?
There's somebody saying hi to me.
Who's saying hi to you, Frankie?
Just the people that is tall.
Harold happened to hit Hilda on the head with a hammer.
Yeah. And did you hear
All
about
it
this?
took was a handshake, and they were happy.
Using StreamYard, and once Skype closes out of business, you've used StreamYard for Bass Guy show. Just
I
like the podcast.
don't care about StreamYard, man. I'm too cool, Frankie. I don't care about anything, man. I'm too cool. Did you watch Happy Days, Frankie? The Fonz?
The Happy Days.
Happy Days, the Fonz. He was a cool guy.
You can use Zoom in May.
I like your joke, Frankie, about the guy in the monster truck. That's pretty funny. So I'm gonna hand the show back over to Stefan and Frankie. I got to get a sweater. It's cold in here. I can't afford to pay my heating bill because I only made $4 from Slovakia last month.
Yeah, let's sing, Frankie. Do you know any Canadian song? And then I will sing Czech song because I love Czech songs. Sing us a song, Frankie.
Yeah.
Okay, me first. Chodili spolu z čisté lásky, je. A 17 jim bylo let. A do té lásky bez nasázky, je. Se vešel celý širý svět. Ten světník ale viděl pásky. A jak bych mohl nevidět, vždyť holdovali pro Texasky, je. A 17 jim bylo let.
Savannah, another person say hi to me.
Hi.
What's that, Frankie?
Another person say hi to me. That's another thing.
Cool. You're very famous. Imagine. Well, actually, I was going to say, imagine if you were famous, Stefan, but Stefan, you were pretty famous at one point. Stefan in Slovakia was on television. The whole nation saw you.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
It was awkward because when my girlfriend found me at that time, and I went to the TV show to tell them that I have a girlfriend, and it was like dating show. So it was pretty awkward. But I
So
did it
Stefan
anyway.
was on a legit dating show in Slovakia.
I
and,
went to tell them that I have a girlfriend already.
A lot of views. If there's any hardcore fans, go to my YouTube page. And if you go to my YouTube page and you scroll down, you can see Stefan in Slovakia. His name's Stefan Valica. Is it Valica?
Valitsa, yes,
Valitsa?
Valitsa.
And if you go to my channel, you can find Stefan on down. Just scroll and look around on my YouTube, and then you can click on his channel, and you'll find the video where he's you're basically dating hot chicks.
Yeah, well, I love Czech songs, probably even more than Slovak. I'm singing Karel Kryl, which is Czech folk singer and political singer.
He's like the Bob Dylan of Slovakia.
Yeah, I like Valdemar Matuška.
Hey, Bass Guy, this ain't coming up. You have to learn how to use Microsoft Teams.
Will David Smith is saying, will Frankie have a cardboard cutout or new bobbleheads?
That means if Frank down cardboard cutout, it could be Hulk going somewhere. And Gary and Dean will start a cardboard cutout Frank down.
Amazing, Frankie. Are you having fun so far tonight?
Yes, I'm having fun so far.
Could you give us a weather report in your area and the world, please, again, Frankie?
There's a cyclone heading towards Eastern Australia, Cyclone Alfred. Today is the first day of fall in Australia, meteorological fall. It's unofficial first day of fall. The official first day of fall starts in New Zealand on March 20th.
Thank you, Frankie. Stefan, could you give us an update weather report in Slovakia?
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be like 10 degrees Celsius or 12 degrees Celsius during day in a couple of days. So we are basically having practically spring or something like that. Yeah, and
Okay.
the news is on the east of Slovakia there are like gypsy young kids, and they are starting wildfires in the forest. They go to forest and they start fires, wildfires. So that's terrible. They are probably very bored or something, and they are not they don't have 18. Yeah, they are not 18 years old, so they cannot go to jail or anything. So and they just for fun start wildfires on the east of
Hello,
Slovakia.
friends.
Pat!
How's it going, guys?
Ladies and gentlemen, Sky of the Universe. This is the first time in 2025 we have Pat, Sky of the Universe, in Montreal at Blanc Nuit, fucking White Night or whatever. We have Frankie in Slovakia, and I'm in the basement. How's it going, Pat?
Oh, doing great. I have a bit of a headache, so I'm just using audio right now, so I don't want to really look at the
You
screen.
should work out with weights, and then a headache will go away. You should work
So,
out with
Stefan,
weights.
Frankie, let Pat introduce yourself. Who are you and what's going on? Frankie, let Pat introduce himself and what's going on with Nuit Blanche tonight.
Yeah, so just relaxing tonight. Obviously, yeah. So I'm Sky of the Universe, in case anyone doesn't know. Also known as Patrick, here in Montreal, Canada, and yeah, just taking it easy tonight after a long week, and getting ready for Nuit Blanche tomorrow, where the Metro's going to be open all night long. And yeah, you heard the news, eh, guys? We were talking about it. Skype is going to be discontinued.
Terrible news. I love Skype so much.
And did you hear about this? You can use StreamYard, just connect to YouTube. No social media, just YouTube on StreamYard.
Oh yes, that's an alternative. And WhatsApp. Yeah, we're using WhatsApp.
Wait a minute, I just used StreamYard for Bass Guy Show. Just connect YouTube with StreamYard on Bass Guy Show.
Wow. Technology.
Wow, cool.
Awesome. Nice.
We have David Smith.
So many possibilities.
We have David Smith here in Winnipeg watching us. So we have David Smith in Winnipeg. We have Stefan at a hotel. Basically, it's like the hotel in the movie The Shining, the Overlook Hotel. Stefan is literally at the top of a mountain in Slovakia in the Highlands.
I love this place.
The Overlook Hotel, a fireplace. There's like you have carpets on the floor, right?
Yes, fireplace and people ski here.
We have the world famous Stefan in Slovakia and the world famous Frankie in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Frankie, where are you going tonight?
I was at Dooley's. I'll be heading to Capri Club, then Dooley's again after the Bass Guy Show.
And we have Sky of the Universe, who's a YouTuber in Montreal. Pat, man, how's it going?
Oh, doing great, Jack. And yeah, just like I said, taking it easy tonight, and gonna try to get some videos tomorrow of the Metro open all night and taking some activities. I think there's a couple of museums that are supposed to be free, so I may check out some museums tomorrow as well.
It's been a while since we've hung out, eh, Pat?
Hey, Pat, you still have S24 Ultra?
Oh, it's doing great. Doing great. For the S25 Ultra, I don't think I'm going to get it. I'm going to wait maybe till the S26 Ultra comes out. So
I have the Galaxy 3 still.
Guys, when are you visiting Slovakia?
Hopefully within the next 5 years, maybe. Hopefully.
5 years. I thought you will say in 1 year.
Hopefully,
to jest dobrze, bardzo fajnie.
hope sooner.
Proszę bardzo fajnie, moja kolega.
What S24 Ultra did you get it fixed, Pat?
The camera issue is still there, so I might just wait until I get the S26 Ultra. So it's still there, the problem with the camera, but it's not as bad anymore. So.
Because I want to visit Canada in 5 years too, so we will like maybe exchange our visits. You will come here, or I will come there, and you will come here. So That would be lovely in 5 years. Yeah, in 5 years I will repay my debt, so there's high probability that we can do that.
Yeah, that would be awesome, and we could visit Frankie, like Jack did.
Yes,
Did you
we
hear,
will rent the car. We will rent the car and visit Frankie.
and did you hear about this? Gary and Dino Lane come to Sydney one day.
That's awesome. It's good to have visitors.
What about Chase?
Yes.
We do have Cookie Podcast.
I love to travel.
Monster Trucks is heading for Sydney, Nova Scotia on Saturday, June 7th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Atlantic, 12:30 p.m. Eastern.
Or
You're
maybe
gonna
we
go
will
back
take a bus to Nova Scotia. A bus, maybe. It will be cheaper.
Monster Trucks. At
Because-
Center.
Yes.
Saturday, June 7th, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. Atlantic, 12:30 p.m. Eastern.
You're gonna go watch the show, Frankie, the Monster Truck Show.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Monster Truck Show. That's pretty cool. It's exciting. It's exciting, and we all need excitement in our life just to motivate ourselves more. So, and Pat is going to see Montreal Canadiens game pretty soon.
Yeah,
I am fan of Toronto Maple Leafs, so I cross fingers for them. And they won today. Toronto won against New York Rangers today.
and I also heard that Paul Simon's doing another music tour, and he's going to be coming to Canada. Paul Simon, a great musician.
I know him. Paul Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, they were a great duel, eh? Amazing music.
Yes. Great music. I'm a rock. I think that's one of their songs.
Oh, yes. And
I
we
like-
have the jazz festival's coming here in June, and
Yeah.
they should
You
be
should-
releasing the lineup soon. Who's going to be
Yeah,
there?
you should take BG and visit the jazz festival. That would be awesome.
Yeah, PG used to go in the 90s, and he saw UZEB there, one of his favorite bands.
Yes.
And huge band here in Montreal, UZEB. Not very well known.
I know. BG told us about them.
Yeah, very cool. He met them a few times actually, and saw them at the reunion show.
It was his dream come true for sure.
Exactly.
I don't know. Microsoft Teams is going to be Skype's replacement.
Yeah, I know.
That
How
means
does that
I shall be coming to Microsoft Teams.
I'm teaching through Microsoft Teams. I'm starting a new course this Monday, March 3rd, and I'm going to teach through Microsoft Teams for companies. Because there are two kinds of Microsoft Teams, for personal usage and for companies. And I used...
This May coming up. Base Guy Show will be coming to Microsoft Teams. I found it in final information. It's coming to Microsoft Teams in May.
Huge news.
Yes.
Microsoft personal use.
Yes, we should use Microsoft Teams for personal use because it's just like Skype. It's basically Skype.
That
And
means
there's-
Base Guy Show will be on Microsoft Teams.
And then there is Microsoft Teams for companies, and I use it for teaching for this WOW company from Prešov on the east of Slovakia.
For the sole proprietorship, right?
Yes, exactly.
So you
I
guys
will
keep
make some extra
speaking.
money.
I'm gonna take my portable. Well, it's a 50-foot long wire camera, and there's a massive snowstorm outside. So you guys keep speaking, and there's a huge snowstorm.
I'm ready for it. That means more snow heading for Montreal.
Saw your video.
Wow.
Frankie.
And Base Guy will be taking pictures of snow.
Yeah, it's just like winter never ends in Canada. Is that right?
It feels like it. I haven't looked
Yes.
out the window, Jack. Is it really coming down a lot? I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I remember being in Thunder Bay and walking to Confederation College for English as a second language course. I wore balaclava, and it was minus 40 degrees Celsius, and I had no problem walking to the Confederation College. I didn't have a car, I couldn't rent it. I was just a poor guy from Slovakia, Czechoslovakia former. So I walked from where my aunt Anne lived. I walked to Confederation College.
That's incredible. Wow. That's good exercise.
Yeah, and I loved it at Confederation College. It was like my dream come true. I love the atmosphere there. I love the cafeteria. It was something I have never seen before, cafeteria.
Wow. Imagine.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And the language labs, we could listen to the audio files and then all the materials that I've got. I still have them, and I even scanned them, and now I have electronic PDF file of English grammar.
Wow.
So yeah, that was pretty cool.
And you'll keep them forever. They'll come in handy probably again one day.
Yeah, sometimes I even teach from them.
Exactly.
Sometimes.
Yeah, there
But
you go.
I found a better English as a English grammar in use. There is better book now, English grammar in use for elementary and blue one, and even green one for advanced users. I didn't get to the green one, but I used the blue one quite a lot. That's because it's B2 level, which is just for me. And what is BG doing? I saw that he will broadcast the snowstorm, and I see no snowstorm.
I think he's getting the wire ready, the 50-foot wire. And
All
Frankie,
right.
recommend any good books, Frankie?
Be prepared. The Frank Down Guy, the life letter and everything. It was published by Nimbus Publishing. Base Guy came down for my book launch.
Be prepared, Frankie. Let's be prepared.
You can order a copy of my book on Amazon website over in Slovakia.
I was showing the storm for like a good 3 or 4 minutes. Did you not see it? Let me
Yeah.
maybe
No,
because
we haven't seen any storm. You didn't broadcast it, BG.
yeah, no,
No.
I'm rewinding by a few seconds, and yeah, you can totally see the storm. You guys are not watching the live show, or there's a delay.
2 years ago, lightning struck near Base Guy's house in July 2023.
Today I was browsing the internet, and I was looking at eBay. There are quite useful things for my car. I have Ford Focus Wagon, and I even have clock on the front desk, and it doesn't work. And I found it on eBay German, eBay.de Deutschland, and for 15 euros. So I will probably buy it one day, and I will ask my auto mechanic whether he can exchange it, because clock is for me quite important to have in car. I always have to look at my hand, on my arm rest, and it's good to have a clock in car, which doesn't work right now. So
Yeah, and you even have a clock on your desk and a thermometer, I think, too, right?
I don't have a thermometer. It's 1999 car, so at that time there was no thermometer. It's quite old car.
And I know you have a thermometer at the hotel, right? At your desk at the hotel?
Yes, I can show you. It's 24 degrees Celsius right now here, because I'm heating it with heater.
Nice,
Yeah.
really nice temperature.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, I loved it. I love it.
What's the temperature in Nova Scotia right now, Frankie?
Temperature was above freezing, and when I went to work at the Mayflower Mall in the morning, I had East Side Mario's Pizza for dinner. It's -5 right now.
And how's the Popeyes chicken building? Is it still being built?
Right now, they're working inside of Popeye's Chicken right now, doing electrical, working plumbing work and things like this and all the inside work right now.
So
if there's some confusion in the room, I did take a Dave Letterman type movable camera, and I went outside the window a few times, and I showed the massive storm happening right now, and people are like, the chat disappeared, and I missed the storm, and so just rewind it and just like edit it out and whatever. Are you guys having fun tonight? It's a free for all.
Awesome night.
Yes.
Happy Friday.
Pretty cool conversation.
After the conversation, I'm going to play one more song, and then we're going to look at footage from 15 years ago. I had a video of when I left Scotland. I had some friends in a band that had a party for me, and I left and stuff, and I couldn't find it. But a lot has happened in 15 years, being home and being there and the show. And I want to thank you guys for always like being here and being friends and supporting what I'm doing and caring about this silly shit.
Yeah, I'm going to tip you, BG.
Thanks for your friendship and thanks for your hard work, brother.
Yeah.
You guys are having a great conversation tonight. It's cool.
Yeah. This has probably never happened before. 4 of us on the same.
Thank you, Chad.
Chad, yes.
Exactly. History.
Frankie, could you say hello to Chad?
Yeah.
Could you say hello to Chad, Frankie?
Last time that happened, that's before Bass Guy renovated his apartment in 2024.
Because we got flooded, right? We got totally flooded and screwed over.
Yeah, it was a mistake by the repairman probably. They didn't fill in the hole in the wall. So
well, it was 11 months of construction, or like 9 to 10 to 11, and hell on earth, and just getting settled in now. It's nice and cozy. Tonight is a good night for Nuit Blanche. Pat, there's a huge storm outside. Have you seen it, man?
I haven't looked out my window yet, but I just saw on the YouTube the live stream your show.
Look out the window, dude. Look out the window and explain to the public what you see out the window as you look out the window.
Let's do this. Let's take a look here out the window. So let me go to my window here and open up the blinds. Oh wow, yeah, it's really coming down, isn't it? It's
tell Chad what you see. Chad Racine.
Here, let me see if I can get the camera here. Hang on, guys. Even better.
Chad and David want to know what you see. But you have to use your vernacular and your vocabulary to... Oh, wow. Okay, or just show us the video.
Here we go. Hang on. Where's the button to... I'm trying to find the button here to change the camera angle. Hang on. Oh, here we go.
Okay, so now we can see what Pat's seeing. Okay, cool. Wow. Does the raccoon still live on your roof?
Yeah, the raccoon's still in the ceiling. He comes every night or so, and I think in spring he'll probably leave, or her, but
or
I'm
they them, you know. Hey, can raccoons and stuff be they them and he she and we and they and us and?
What's that? Sorry.
Nothing. I'm just heaving and shite. But the raccoon might be up there sleeping right now.
Yeah, you never know.
Frankie, we have a ton of snow here. We're in a huge snowstorm.
I got my forecast right for Montreal.
You nailed it, Frankie.
Frankie's up.
That's what she said. Anyways,
I finally nailed the forecast for Montreal.
Stefan, you're in Slovakia on top of a mountain in a hotel.
Man, I haven't been sick this winter at all. I have to knock on the wood.
That's really good.
Knock on wood, yeah. Well, here we are. It's live on A Bass Guy Show. We have over a live viewer. We've got David Smith, Chad here, saying the whole woke culture. I can't stand. Okay, anyway, so Frankie, we have a huge snowstorm. What should people do in my area to be prepared?
Be prepared. Have yourself snow scoop, snowblower, snowplow, salt trucks ready. So I mentioned that on my latest weather forecast for Montreal. So many people in Montreal saw my video. I just shared it on Reddit.
Exactly. Very famous. It went viral.
And
the
Wanda,
clocks are going to change soon, right? We're going to be going forward an hour.
That's
to
right.
dailies.
Next weekend. And what about Stevan? His time goes forward an hour on March 29th and 30th.
Future guy.
That's right. And it's, I think, before us. Oh, no. It's after us, I think.
Frankie, could you say hello to my good friend Wanda?
Hi, Wanda. I'm doing great so far.
Wanda is the one that likes the
Friday in April, that's the day after my birthday. Time springs ahead in Egypt.
April 24th, right, Frankie?
April 25th is
25th,
Egypt.
sorry.
Daylight savings time begins.
Can you imagine, like Stefan said, Stefan's going to come visit us in Canada, and then Stefan, Bass Guy, and Pat are all going to rent a car and come visit you, Frankie.
Yeah.
I got something else to say. Time falls back in Australia. First weekend in April.
Would you
I
like
will take my son Jakob with me, so there will be 4 of us visiting Frankie.
That means he can get a copy of my book.
Ryan thinks we should do a special show to celebrate the end of Skype. When you think about it, the amount of, like, let's ask Sky of the Universe this question, Pat. Can you imagine, you know the Bass Guy show, you weren't even there in the beginning. How many calls do you think there were from Skype on a Bass Guy show?
A lot.
Thousands, probably.
Thousands and thousands of all hundreds of different characters.
1,900 shows, so 2,000 phone calls or something like that.
Probably 4 to 10, I don't know, 7,000 phone
incredible.
calls.
Hey,
And
Mike,
we had a guy called Box Monster.
I heard that.
He was yes, I agree. I love Cucumbers too. His number 7 is awesome. Interrupting cow.
I know Microsoft Teams will be taking Skype's place.
17.
Yeah, I remember the early days looking at the old episodes, all the call-ins through Skype, and you had that wire that would plug into the audio jack.
Yeah,
Going
I
way
invented
back.
this thing where, like, I took I had really good headphones that I got for my birthday, but they broke. So I took one of the headphone cups and I put them on a can of chickpeas, and then I put the phone into the speaker at the bottom, so you'd hear the audio beautifully, but it was live, and we would film the telephone. So the whole old Bass Guy show with Bass Guy City was the people calling in on a phone, and it put the phone in the city. And once there was, like, for a while, there was a guy called Sock Cop and a guy called Box Monster, who was a box from Alabama. There was a monster. And can you explain, Pat?
Yeah, so those are classic Bass Guy show characters, and yeah, like you always do it. You make things out of simple materials, and you're very creative, Jack. So
I'm
like
holding it
Bass
right
Guy
here,
City.
Pat. You nailed it, explaining it. And this is Bass Guy City. We made this whole thing in one scope. The scope was Periscope, and we used to stream live way before everyone was doing it, like 2011 and stuff like that. Blackboard technology, and this is just cardboard boxes. I used to make this when I worked with children. I used to be out of scare children school club, out of care children school clubs in Canada and Scotland and other places. And so we made a city out of cardboard. It's a pencil holder. You put your pencils in it, and then we put their stickers and Sock Cop and different things. And we had a cast of about 100 fans. And everyone called in as their alter ego. So rather than just, hi, I'm John and I like sandwiches, it was more like, hi, I'm a sock puppet and I'm a box monster and I'm this and I'm that. And people created their own characters, which is contributing and offering something to the table instead of just, hey, say my name. You know what I mean, Pat?
Exactly. Creativity, soul, spirit. Exactly. And every character that came through the show, like you said, it's a unique character, and
So we had the Bass Guy City beside a web camera. Sorry, my mouth is so dry. And we'd have a piece of plexiglass, and I'd put olive oil on the plexiglass, and I would slide the phone up, and then put the phone. Someone would call onto the phone, like in Skype, and we put the phone in the city. And then the person would be in Bass Guy City on the phone with the audio going right to the desk so I could put on reverb and effects and all that, and no one gives a shit.
So much.
Yeah, and I want to stick a thumb up for Mr. Zelensky, who didn't pretend anything when he was with Mr. Trump, with Trump.
Yes, Frank.
Like
yes, Stefan. He
was
told the
himself.
truth, and he didn't put up with any bullshit. So
All the other politicians, like pretend to be friends of Trump, and Zelensky showed him.
Stefan, we're living in a time where everyone's fucking mental, basically.
Yes, everybody is mental because Trump is president of the USA, and they are going to take a shit into their pants because
It's like I can't, Stefan, I can't get into it. I can't. There's the biggest elephant. The elephant is so big, you can see it from 8 billion light years away, but there's no elephant. There's no elephant in the room. There's no elephant.
Not even elephant. They are like dinosaurs.
No, because you don't want to offend your one or two friends that are devoted to the elephant. You can see from 80 billion light years away. Because you might offend Biff from down the street.
Zelensky didn't
fucking hell, my life. Okay, well,
I just heard that Kushtard is going to try to buy 7-Eleven again. They're going to give it another.
Yes, I heard. You probably send us the link.
Which would be hilarious because my whole life, my theme has been Kushtard as like it's a joke. Like even my doctor told me I shouldn't eat it. Kushtard, it's not healthy for me, and I'm like, it's a joke. That it's always open. So the joke is we depend on technology. Like everyone thinks they're woke and lit and blah, blah, blah without being right or left or anything. But we all depend on technology. So when the shit hits the fan and there's a big storm or World War III or an asteroid, we go to Kushtard to get bread. Whether you like it or not, that's what ends up happening. You can't separate yourself from society and technology. You'll die. So that's what my Kushtard joke was. But now, and everyone was like, Kushtard? Like, they thought something sounds like something tard. And everyone's like, haha, that's funny. But now they might buy 7-Eleven and be the biggest company in the world and own everything. So the joke's on you, America. Imagine if Kushtard, like, saved the world.
Yeah, it can save somebody's life because... If you love Kushtard so much and you like to go there, so it can save your life.
And if you get 4 coffees, you get the 5th one free.
Coffee, yes, drink coffee.
Exactly.
Guys, I will have to finish because I'm going to TPBG, and pretty soon I will go home from this job, like in 45 minutes.
It's time to go. I'm tired too. So everybody say goodbye at the same time and everyone talk over each other.
Bye.
Okay, see you guys later. Love you. Take care. Thanks for calling, everybody. Okay, see you later, everybody. Everything's cool. Woo! See you guys later. Okay, we'll see you later. Welcome to the Bass Guy Show. Everything's cool. Okay, welcome to the internet. Woo! The internet. We can make millions.
Thank you for calling the Bass Guy Shoe Help Desk. If you are having troubles with your stream, please press the letter Y then the following code 1232145 uppercase 3 penguin. If you would like to wish Chicky Mickey a happy birthday, please press pound cake. You have chosen to wish Chicky Mickey a happy birthday. To send Chicky Mickey a sunset scope, please log into Periscope and wait for the sun to set in your area. If you chose to send Chicky Mickey money, blink. You have chosen to send Chicky Mickey $7,415. Thank you for calling the Base Guy Shoe Help Desk.
So I'm getting tired now, but here's a clip of me playing in 2009. This is like, 16 years ago in Glasgow. This is what I used to do as my job. There's me in 2009, someone on the wall saying I could never afford your equipment. The actual I started this show with a computer out of the garbage and all the stuff that I have I've collected over my life. and I know how to fix things. I actually bought a lot of tools, so I weld and solder and screw and fix and yeah, baby. And I fix all the equipment. Like everything I have is 20, 30, 40 years old. This stereo is from 1983, I think. It's just collecting stuff. I don't have a car, I don't have kids, I don't have a washing machine. I live in a tiny one-bedroom apartment, and every single cent that good people donate to the show to help and actually support on bassguyshow.com, you can go there and visit and help and support. Everything's appreciated. I put my whole life into what I do, and sometimes I'm just spread out because I'm doing the music, I'm doing the talking, I'm doing the reading the chat, I'm trying to learn jazz, I'm trying to be a rapper, So I've released 2 new songs, and I'd like to play the second song for you now. Screw it. Let's look at some video footage from stuff I've done over the last 15 years and when I was away in Scotland and Africa and India. I'm going to show you my life over the last 15 years. My brother used to call on the show. He passed away and died, and it's killing me. Every day is fucking hell on earth. He was abused by a pedophile in our town of St. Anne de Bellevue, and no one wants to fucking talk about it because everyone's a fucking coward. And yep. And then also narcissistic bitches who just come here, I'll take this. I think I'll go here now. I think I'll have this. So narcissism, poverty, and abuse. And that's what this song is about. I released a 17-minute long song called Smirk. And I did it on a lo-fi microphone to try and be like, I'm not a rapper, but I'm just having fun. So anyway, here's the debut of my brand new song called Smirk. And we'll look at images of my life over the last 15 years on this show, people coming and going. And here's basically what happened to my brother Tom in the form of what I do, a song. Yeah, baby. And I fix all the equipment, like everything I have is 20, 30.
Happy Valentine's, happy Valentine's. Happy Valentine's Day. I got one of that. I got one of that. This is one.
I'm covering 3 topics here at the same time, so I'll zip back and forth. Oh yeah, happy Valentine's Day from me, BG up north. Let me mansplain just a few things out. Let me be frank, I got things to shout. I'm not alone, and I'm sick of this shit. Burn it all down, the narcissists win. I'm wearing no mask, but yours is caked on. Here I am all vulnerable, with my cold small dong. You offer nothing to the big old table. Your flying monkeys kiss ass and enable.
But wait a minute, it's 2025 and you can't say shit.
Shadow ban, cancel culture, censorship. Last time I made a song like this was about 15 years ago. I'm not a rapper, it's just for fun. Knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe. The Manipulated Man, Google it, Red Pill and much more. Literally lost my 3 brothers, fuck life is hardcore. I'm gonna rant it all out with zero holding back as you listen rich and cozy to the shitty little track. Okay, Larry?
What? Where am I?
Smirk walk by without moving those eyes. Boobs, butt, yoga pants, flex those thighs. Status quo guys used to fall for this, but slowly they learned that it's taking the piss.
So much I want to say as I scribble down these pages. Been studying all this shit for ages and ages. But just because I figured part of it out, it doesn't change shit. Connor's still about. The most dangerous thing in the world is a narcissist. The least I can do is spit like a little lame lyricist. So how far really does this narcissism go? All the way to fucking death, my brothers and I should know. She likes to have her cake and she likes to eat it too. A vampire hoovers, then she's done with you. Oh my god, what the fuck is this guy's fucking problem? I'm too busy for this shit. I'm doing my lashes. You know, free drinks. Wink, wink. I got super burnt bad this very way myself. Watched too many die, narcs, target, hoard the wealth. But really, what the fuck is this total bullshit? Am I expected to just shut the fuck up, sit back and quit? Quit like my brothers and countless others too? While it takes everything you have and then it blames you. First it's the love bombing stage, and then they butter you up. After that lie, you're on the hook and they fill your cup. Then it's the dismissive phase. You're no good trigger rage. The whole thing was staged. like a hamster in a cage. You run around that fucking hamster wheel, hamster wheel, hamster wheel, faster and faster, fueled by her sex appeal, sex appeal, sex appeal, until the wheel breaks off and she lets you go. Clean up your fucking cage before you go, bozo. And then the villain becomes the victim. Google it, reactive abuse. Poke, poke, poke. She'll tap you with a stick.
Stop poking me.
He says many times.
I'm not poking you.
She says on a dime. Eventually he loses it and snaps her pokey stick.
Oh my god. He just got like so angry and stuff. And he just broke my favorite stick too. Did all of society see that? I mean, did you see that? What a total dick.
A sly reactive abuse tool they sneakily like to use. Then they poke you till you get mad and then they cry out, abuse! So which one is it? Are you powerful, strong, and on top? Or are you a poor innocent victim yelling, please help, stop? Ain't it funny how it's sociably acceptable to shit all over men? But if you say one single bad thing about them, you could get jail 5 to 10. I guess this mic cable will enable me to shed light on your fable fallacy as I MC shit all over your fantasy, G. It's now said that there's an epidemic of lonely guys. More like an epidemic of narcissistic entitled cries. Men are disposable and you can wrap them around your finger. Move in with them, use everything, and sit around and linger. Then drop them like a hat. Pre-plan who's up next at bat. Poor guy did not smell a rat. Cath me outside, how about that? Of course the shit works both ways, but generally speaking, statistics these days. My brothers are statistics 6 feet under the ground. A life of poverty till they can't make a sound. So please have sympathy for my situation and hear my song. My song sings for them because they're gone. So yeah, that's just part of it. There's much more you see. From birth to death, it was absolute poverty. There's plenty more fucked up shit in stores. Closed for 40 years solid, a whole town closed the fucking door. Cellar door. Leviathan riddled this song, my brother's long gone. So what really went on is every adult was vacant and gone. I love you, Tom.
I love you too, Jack.
An old fuck named Roland Granger lived a long, free life in my hometown. This sick, twisted man had a kiddie dungeon. Decades went by and not one neighbor made a sound. His garage was wide open in plain sight, directly in front of the school and college. Did this to local kids for decades, apparently to not a single person's knowledge. For fuck's sakes, his house was directly in front of the college gate. It takes a community to neglect 50 kids' fate. 50 kids this pedo touched. I can sing about it, I was there and I remember much. The abuse Roland caused to my brothers goes far. They gave up the fucking earth, Mike, Tom, and Jamie beneath the tar. A taboo topic that no one wants to talk about. The stigma's bad for business, so they knock me out. You see, when you're a dirt poor kid in an abusive home, you go outside looking for a new, safer place to roam. It's fucked in the head hardcore to find that the new place is even worse than before. Is any fucking place safe? All my 3 brothers are no more. Hold on, Granny. Stranger danger. In the 1980s, we all found Roland Granger with an above-ground pool and much more. He had a garage packed full of toys for girls and boys galore, each wall with toys from ceiling to floor. He made it all himself with a garage open door, so he lured us all in total broad daylight. His entire kiddie dungeon in open plain sight. So amazed until he had his ways, things you can't say, secrets every day. In fact, a secret for 40 years total. I hope this stupid fucking song goes global. So everyone could know what an entire town failed to see. Granger cut our lives short, garage door open to society. So as the town puts up flowers to make the village look just dandy, as we all ignored the boogeyman, the pool, toys, and candy. How could people live next door for several decades and block out all the pedophiles' disgusting charades? 4 words, a movie title. Roland's gravestone is still in our cemetery, first, second row to the right. His wife, 97, location unknown. She was part of it too, pretending to be out of sight. I've got so much more I want to say, but I'm running out of time. I might have to make more of these shitty songs that rhyme. If my guitars, art, and music are my soapbox, then I fantasize about ripping out Roland's gravestone, dumping it in front of the town hall to pour red paint all over his rocks. But hey, I just did, at least in my thoughts and music. If this message opens at least one mind, then that's a good bone to fucking pick. So if we put all three tragedies together, poverty, abuse, and narcissistic clowns, it's no fucking surprise to see that the whole game was rigged, and in the end my bro drowns. That no one at all knew what was going on is complete and utter bullshit. So how am I supposed to feel about community and society that look the other way instead of dealing with it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if you're ever walking the town and thinking about the fur trade, think about the past that gets overlooked, buried, and never made. All the poor who just struggle to merely survive, while others stand on their shoulders with all the wealth and strive. Narcissists are everywhere, lack empathy, and use people as tools. And if I talk about it, I get shot down by insecure fools. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Yeah.
Smirk walk by without moving those eyes. Boobs, butt, yoga pants, flex those thighs. Status quo guys used to fall for this, but slowly they learn that it's taken the piss. Slurk walk by without moving those eyes. Boobs, butt, yoga pants, flex those thighs. Status quo guys used to fall for this, but slowly they learn that it's taken the piss.
Eyes, thighs, this, piss. I despise this. Eminem once said, as bad as it sounds, there's a part of me that when I'm angry,
those thighs. Status quo guys used to fall for this, but slowly they learn that it's taken the piss. Slurk walk by without moving those eyes.
It's a bit misty now. We're going to be waking up at 5 in the morning to go to Tiger Hill. Thursday late from our window.
Slowly they learn that
it's a bit misty now. We're going to be waking up at 5 in the morning. There's Darjeeling from our window. It's a bit misty now. We're going to be waking up at 5 in the morning to go to Tiger Hill to get a glimpse of Mount Everest. Here's Darjeeling from the other side. Not bad, eh, for 12 pounds. The room's nice and clean and heated. He's bringing us some Darjeeling tea. Oh, Jimmy, we're high up.
eyes, thighs, this, piss. I despise this. Eminem once said, as bad as it sounds, there's a part of me that when I'm angry, I'm more happy. Because I get to say something back, you see. Another artist said, I kinda think I should get the chance to have a conversation back with the reality in front of me, said Banksy. A quick shout out to all the innocent not mentioned, those who refuse to be manipulated, who skip the narc's retention, to those fortunate enough to lose their market value because their looks were overlooked. The narcissist took you off the menu. But I'm not here to argue into or undo something also true with or for you. I spew, I just had a breakthrough. It's a choice of peace over narcissism, hypocrisy, and entitlement. To be alone over your grandiose performance, go find someone else to pay your rent. Could it be that strength, intelligence, and imagination are not prerequisites for power, but just qualifications for slavery, while the incompetent flower? You see, if you exploit me because of my earned quality, and you just take from me everything for free, it's narcissistic insanity, yet socially acceptable to society, or some shit like that. Unearned status really pisses me the fuck off. You just stand there in a mirror with a comb as a microphone and cough.
Hey guys!
Some people actually learned and earned how to do shit over decades. Then social media idiot influencers come along and steal the lemonade. You see, narcissistic abuse comes in all shapes and forms. Act like a fucking bully asshole and you get all the power. That's the new norm. Mandates.
I do feel empathy for your experience, but I cannot sympathize with your ideological position.
Because it's built on a fallacy, and your position is broken like a stripped transmission. It doesn't work and it won't start. Learn to fix shit yourself, every part. How to change a flat tire on the side of the street. Just stick out your curves and in seconds some dude will get you back on your feet. Do this for everything and just repeat, repeat, repeat. Someone will get the bill, you could chill. And when you've had enough supply, you can click delete. Then you can move right on, as you planned all along. He snuffed out his song, as you seek out new supply and dong.
Yeah, this is good. Wunderbar. A narcissist never takes accountability and is incapable of introspection.
Smirk, walk by without moving those eyes. Boobs, butt, yoga pants, flex those thighs. Status quo guys used to fall for this, but now they learn that it's taking the piss.
So this is a video of my brother Jamie Casey in 1989 in St. Anne de Bellevue on the white base there. That's my brother Jamie when he was 17 years old.
That you wouldn't believe. I am a manager, and I could really help you guys. He's drunk. No, it's fine. No, but seriously, you guys need a manager. You guys need a manager. What's the name of your group? Gone fishing. What's the name? Gone fishing.
So that's my brother Jamie at the age of 17. He was better than I could ever possibly be. He literally quit high school to practice bass, and he got incredibly good, but he was abused as a kid and got fucked over and blah blah blah, and everybody just ignores. Anyway, I'll talk about that from now on. I've decided to channel all my bullshit into my rap songs. So I'm making new songs. It's not the first time I've rapped. My brother was a rapper. Thomas could do Rap God backwards twice as fast. I am into writing songs. I've written a song called Fuckers. I've written a song called Gangster Girl. My brother Mike did a lot of tunes, and I've written a whole bunch of stuff. It's more like conscious rap and there's a lot of... I was watching an Eminem video when Eminem was a kid, and Eminem said there's a lot of poor people in the world, man. And poor people go through some crazy fucking shit. So we were just poor people in the middle of a bunch of rich people. And equal opportunity. You want to talk about, sharing and opportunity, and it doesn't exist. Anyway, that's my brother Jamie. And today marks 15 years since I've been home. Dates are weird. My brother Jamie passed away when he was 23, and I remember a few years ago it was 23 years since he passed away, so he's been gone longer than he was here. And then my little brother Tom just left. He decided to do the same thing and leave, and it's unthinkable. But hey, man, one day you're a whole country living in a land, and everyone fucking blows the shit out of your land, and then Donald Duck wants to turn it into a gambling resort. It's just like broad daylight, open Auschwitz fucking in 2025. It's unbelievable. So I'm beyond tired, like beyond tired. That's why I'm a bit loopy today. I bought myself new headphones because I've not had headphones in about, I think, 8 or 9 years. I've not had headphones. So these are studio reference monitor headphones. They don't exaggerate the bass or treble. They give a flat response. And they're over here, and I've been recording and doing music. So when I do one song, it takes me 200, 300, 400, 500 hours to do a song. It's a lot of work. And when I do my songs, I use no computers. I only use a mixing desk, and it all gets recorded here on the desk, not on a computer. And I do all the music live in one take. So it's like actual performing. It's like an art, and I've been doing it my whole life, and I hope you like it. So we'll listen to the rest of the song now before I go. Thank you for listening to A Bass Guy Show.
Smirk, walk by without moving those eyes. Boobs, butt, yoga pants, flex those thighs. Status quo guys used to fall for this, but slowly they learned that it's taking a piss.
One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness come into total sight. Carl Jung's way of saying that our growth...
I was going to say thank you for watching the show. Thank you, Jarrell. Thank you, Sky of the Universe, Donnie, Wanda, Miami Christine has helped so much. She got me a hard drive disc and a bunch of other stuff, and it's ridiculous how much money it costs to like keep things running, and wires and tubes and cables, and I can't keep up. And then I got flooded, and then I got fucked over, and I've got a disability. I have spinal damage and all that bullshit, and the food store closed, so I have to like travel far, and it's a struggle, man. And every fucking second, it's like, holy shit, my whole family's dead. And we made $4 fucking from Slovakia the last 2 or 3 weeks, and from Sky of the Universe. So, bassguyshow.com. If you'd like to help, you can go to abassguyshow.com, and you don't have to, because everything's fucking free, and no one gives a shit. So yeah, it's fun just being honest. I'm so I used to be good at this stuff, but I'm so every Friday I'm so fucking exhausted because I can't keep up with what life is throwing at me. But I'm here no matter fucking what. So if you're stealth watching and going, oh, Jack and his show, and oh yeah, I'm watching his show and blah blah blah, well, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Suck my fucking cock, you fucking assholes. watching, never signing in, not having a profile picture, never saying hello, never tipping, watching for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, never helping or supporting, just watching to watch the train wreck or something. So when I'm negative, those are the people I'm talking to, the stealth watcher, the hate watchers, the shadow banners, the woke cancel culture. But if you're a supporter of the show, fuck, my mouth is dry. My mouth is dry because I take spinal pain fucking pills. If you do support the show, you know who you are and I love you. And you can go to baseguyshow.com. Everything that helps out the show goes into the show. As I said, the last couple of weeks we made like $4 from Slovakia, so thank you. Fucking a guy, Stefan from Slovakia, tips. People I've known my whole life won't give a fucking penny, and they keep watching the show over and over and over again just because they can. They can spy on you like narcissists, like vampire suckers. So, as I said, I should just put this shit into my show. I'm just being myself and telling the truth. If you don't like it, you can suck my fucking cock. Thank you very much. Base Guy loves you, no fear.
Requires our shadow, not running from it, but you always had your eye on the gato. The other thing that I wanted to sing before the bell goes ding is that you need to be able to afford a ring and provide everything. Work till you drop non-stop, then more than a lot. So just man up, son. And then they can squeeze out every single drop. And then you're done. And when she's bored and sees something exciting, new and shiny, she'll drop you like it was fucking nothing. Look at that! You're all alone and feeling tiny. You see, they know exactly what they're doing every time. Love bomb you, devalue your person, and use up every dime. Gaslight your ass, create the problem, and then blame you. And if you say one single fucking word, all of society goes, Empaths are targeted, used and deeply scolded, while narcissists are rewarded like a pinball machine, all lit up and jolted. Colonialism was not that long ago, and directly connected to here. We grew up dirt fucking poor, surrounded by total wealth, tightly gripped by a condescending sneer. No matter how hard we worked, school or more, life said stay in your fucking place, and the sneer closed every door. Almost every person I've ever met has a mummy and daddy safety net. Inheritance, tuition, car, and all the things you'll get. But I know for a solid, hard, cold fact that without that safety net, the boulder that you shoulder will always fall back. Synthesis with us as the comfortable dismiss us. He was a nice, gentle, genius, sweet, kind, fun, loving young man that more than worked super fucking hard. But life, really it was narcissists, crushed him over and over and over and told him, no, you get the fucking red card. We are forced the red pill, just to work and toil till you die. Then after that you can chill. You fought hard, Mike, Jamie, Tom, and Bill. You're all gone now, but I'm here still. I got mum, and I love someone, but holy fuck, this situation sucks. It's so fucking dumb. So it's a pretty fucked up story about squashed out life. How all 3 of my brothers died in a row in sad strife. The game was rigged, a fixed table. Inequality slanted. The opposite of a safety net is a big hole in the fucking ground and stranded. So just man up, so many people seem to say. Superman, the Hulk, don't sulk, and Iron Man that sat away. If a town had to acknowledge that it had a Guinness World Book record pedophile that got away, it would be bad for ice cream sales and restaurants making money all day. Life took my whole family away, and I just turned 50 with $50. And now I'm hunting dead pedo ghosts from 50 years ago. Holy fuck, this sucks. I already had big beef with discrimination in this place. But what the fuck would I know? I only traveled the world with my base. On top of the discrimination that needs no explanation to discover an extra layer to the situation of the town's dirty secret hidden from the nation. The narcissist got you as a child, and then got you when you're old. So just shut the fuck up, Jack, and do what you're told. I tried to tackle 3 topics in this little wee song, crossing from here to there as I was heaving and shite along. I'll say it super fucking clear, and then I'm gone. Poverty, abuse, and narcissists killed my brother Tom.
You're lucky. Daniel. Hello, Mom. Like Michelle. What's so good? Not speaking. Not speaking. Hello. I got a new sponge. New. It's called the Smiley Sponge. The Smiley Sponge. So you sing. You have to sing first. January, sick and tired of you hanging on me. Oh, well, can I stop?
Okay, Larry, let's do this.
Fuck you, asshole.
Get my slippers and turn on all 4 toasters.
I made you a coffee.
Did you know that Billy D has over 15 subscribers? My name is Jack, I'm the opposite of whack. I like to rap, and how about that? My mama thinks I'm cuckoo and my dad thinks I'm lame. I said, people think of me all the same. I went to school and I acted like a fool. I got a bad grade, so they treat me like a maid. I said, hickory dickory dickory dock, you can suck my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here's a little neat story about hypocrisy. Should be obvious, but people seem blind to me. You see, the more you use and own, you think my point would be shown. Climate change is fucking real in here, and the real reason why is super fucking near. So close, in fact, I gave away my mirror.
Introspection tends to be done as a senior.
Big house, 2 cars, 2 TVs, and 2 toilets.
Oh no, the inconvenient truth as he unfoils it.
Tough shit, my apartment just got flooded. All my shit totally got fucked and mudded. You hear it creep up on the news more often, that those with lower income are fucked and forgotten. Funny, eh? How those who pollute less are punished first, but those with the smallest carbon footprint get it the worst. But those with plenty more are rewarded. This is why my stupid fucking song is being recorded. To get my point out on my zero-emission platform, owning tons of dumb, useless shit is the new norm. The superficial, artificial things for yourself. Society kisses ass and looks up to wealth. Dwell in a huge box, slick wheels and much more. Post it all online like a social media whore. If you have money and own lots of shit, you get rewarded for being a fucking twit. But if you use less, own little, and go zen, you end up fucked writing dumb songs with a pen. Syllabus for narcissism comes to mind. All the words and terms on how not to be kind to the earth, environment, and the bees. All I can see is 7,000 cars and like 17 trees. The poor use less, are looked down on. The rich use more, there's something wrong. My shit and waste 99% less. Climate change comes from, let's all guess. Haven't used everything, it's really cool. Use less, have little, I'm the fool. Own tons of shit with zero shame. Then we call people with less insane. I say the word poor in quotes, but really it just means using less, so take notes. You get your respect and stuff from things. I seek mine with music with wings. Some people, I never see them out of their fucking car. It's like part of their clothing, rubber to the tar. Mac and cheese, drive through super size me. Then at night, it's a Save the Whales Netflix documentary. Being educated only makes it worse. You know exactly what you're doing is your curse. Isolated from the rest of the earth, this West End fantasy gives birth to a mental state of living, by taking, having, and using everything instead of giving life to nature and to this place, learning from the beautiful animals with real grace. I don't have a car, kids, or a house. I live a simple, quiet life like a little fucking mouse. I use and consume next to nothing, but I'm the one that endures the flooding. I don't have a TV and I never use AC. While you keep cool in your place, it heats up the whole fucking planet. Gee, I never owned a microwave and I don't even have a fucking washing machine. I'm like the goddamn fucking Pope of going green.
Oh, he just offended me and said something mean.
You're offended while you hoard everything, yet this fails to be seen. I walk, take the bus, and use the train. Carrying my apples with spinal damage is pain. How come I can use public transport with nerve damage, but most of you fucks without your precious
cars can't even seem to manage. Then my town loses its only food store. The local inconvenience store is only using the railway away. How hardcore. Perhaps it's a sneaky way of getting rid of the poor people like me, so the value of your property goes up in the community. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me on my journey. Fuck, I hate that word, journey. Worst word ever. The poor use less, are looked down on. The rich use more, there's something wrong. My shit and waste 99% less. Climate change comes from, let's all guess. Haven't used everything, it's really cool. Use less, have little, I'm the fool. Own tons of shit with zero shame. Then we call people with less insane. It's like your fucking car and phone is glued to the hip. Can't go anywhere without it. This addiction you have to stuff and things is the same real reason climate change sings. Social media lets you slut it out. The addiction to validation and approval. Operation Let's Get Rid of the Poor People removal. As your notifications go bing, pop, buzz. Like a monkey they train you, their plan was. I clean, fix, repair, and sew all the second-hand shit that I cherish. All my work in vain as the rich overconsume. We slowly perish. Like a fucking frog in boiling water. Endless entertainment, overconsumption, eat beef and slaughter. Weapons of mass distraction make you void of any accountability. You see, endless scrolling makes your brain super silly. Music used to be sacred with a soul. Now it's just entertainment to be consumed in the background with popcorn in a bowl. Smart enough to run the machines, yet not question much. Easy to control us after work, you can consume more with one click, one touch. Perhaps a trip to some overused exotic beach. A flight to a fake resort that happens to have everything at home, but in closer reach. Your carbon footprint is bigger than Ron Jeremy's dick. Shut the fuck up, Jack. Your song spoils the party, spoils the trick. What? A trick that telling the truth sucks ass? Owning and using tons of useless shit is crass? As every single student has a car to go to class, as I open my window and literally inhale your toxic gas? As you shoot your mouth off about toxic masculinity. Hey Larry, pass me your fucking flask of gin to me. Fuck this bullshit. I'm pointing out obvious facts. That your overconsumption fucks up my air due to your literal acts. But back to my point that always gets overlooked. Something that everybody seems fucked in the head hooked. Use as much of and everything you like, not knowing where it comes from or goes. A hole in the dike. A dike that's bursting at the seams. For your stupid fucking mansion and your stupid fucking dreams. Hooked to superficial stuff and things in life. I'm not innocent, but my bigger efforts go in strife. If you own tons of shit, hoard money and wealth, you get rewarded, looked up to, and you drive by electric and silent stealth. And if you're poor, use next to nothing, walk, take the bus and shop block. You get scolded, punished, and made to suffer and suck life's cock. You're in the fucking way, looked down at, punished and shamed. But really, it's overlooked helping to reduce, as I explained. Eat the rich? I'd eat the rich, but they're tasteless. Drive your car. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you have little and you use little, you get looked down on despite actually polluting less. But if you have more and you're rich, you get rewarded and you're looked up to, despite the fact that you're literally contributing directly to pollution and climate change more. It's all backwards. So if it's actually the poor that are heroes, then who are the zeros?
Doctor called with pretentious, righteous.
Do not operate